Hey guys, it is Brido here, and welcome back to our FIFA 13 Career Mode series on Liverpool. This is episode 5, and I've got 3 games for you guys today. The first one is against West Ham United in the League Cup here. It was a tough matchup for us to face up against them this early on, and they're not taking it easy on us either, guys. They're starting pretty much their normal starting 11, give or take. We, though, decided in this game to give it a little bit of rest to some of our star players and give some of our younger guys a chance, because this is early on in the League Cup, and this is an opportunity to see some guys that, would likely never normally get a chance in the starting lineup. And we gave some of our younger guys the first start of the season, which was definitely a good thing, but also gave us a little bit of a disadvantage in this game. So you can see Suso is getting his first start in the center attacking mid role there, and our back end is pretty much fresh with Wilson, Quartes, and Flanagan. Alaba's still getting his start, so he's the veteran of those 4. Here you can see the starting 11 for West Ham as well. And as you can see, it's pretty much what you'd expect from them. No real resting players at this point, and they've also got Andy Carroll up front. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to face him, but my hopes were dashed as I saw the starting 11 at the beginning of this game. Here's the first chance for us, though, as Alaba gets the ball here at around the 8-minute mark. He's able to feed it into Joe Allen, who's unmarked, and gets a nice header there on net, and that's the first goal of the game. A great goal that Yaskalainen wasn't able to get near. There's the replay on that one. No chance for Yaskalainen as Allen's able to direct that one calmly into the corner of the net. And that's the first one for us, guys. A great goal because we really needed an early one to calm us down, to be, relaxed in this game. I was worried. I wanted to not go out of the League Cup early, and, getting a first opportunity here to get the lead made it so that I felt more comfortable in this game, especially with the younger players. But West Ham after that really started coming hard. They really wanted to get an opportunity to tie the game up and get it in their favor. You can see the chance there. It was a great save by Leno. Now moving ahead to another opportunity at the 18th minute mark here. A chance for them once again, but they're outside the box, and we kept them, pretty much contained at that point, so we weren't having to worry about a goal going against us there. Now at the 34th minute, though, Carroll gets his first real chance. He's able to physically move his way past the defender there, and a great chance for the man in the box, but Leno makes another amazing save there, and really happy with that one, because I could have sworn that was going to go in. I was like, oh, here we go. Here, though, is another corner chance, and we clear it out instead of taking another corner against us, which leads to Andy Carroll completely open in the box, and we missed the chance to check him there properly. I wasn't going to go in for the slide. I was worried for the penalty, but there you can see Andy Carroll gets the goal, already ruining the fact as well that Andy Carroll is playing for West Ham and he's not with us there. As you can see, he makes the impact early, and he brings the game back to a tie. I knew looking at him in the starting 11, I said to myself, he's going to make an impact in this game, and maybe I did a little bit of reverse psychology on myself, a little bit too much thinking on that fact, but still it led to a goal for West Ham and a tied game heading into the second half now. We got the early chance, which was good, but it led to more of West Ham opportunities later on. We still controlled most of the possession, though, which was a positive thing. Heading in to the second half, we wanted to continue that, because with our younger players playing in this one, we wanted to keep it in our possession. We didn't want to, let West Ham have the ball and let them take over the game, which would have definitely gone in a sour way for us. So far so good, even though we are just in a tie game at this point. First chance of the half falls to Deulofeu there, who takes the shot off, but it's a good save by Yaskalainen, and it wasn't too hard for him, but he was still able to handle that one pretty easy there. Now at the 55th minute mark, we get a chance here from Raheem Sterling, who cuts into the box, finds plenty of space, and makes the defenders of West Ham pay as he gets the second goal of the game for us, guys. Plenty of room there for him to work his magic, and he's not going to miss from that close range. There you can see the replay once again. Too much space, too much time, and he puts that one right past Yaskalainen. Not in the corner, but still a good enough one to get right past the goalkeeper of West Ham. So yeah, we got our 1-goal lead once again. Feels good, and we now have that little bit of time, a little bit of space to get a little bit more comfortable in this game. At this point, though, we decide to make a quick change at the 58-minute mark. We bring off Suso for Henderson, and the reason for this was essentially that Suso had a good game, but he was a little bit out of his league, as he's still developing. He's still quite a young player. I'm extremely excited to see what he does for us in the future, but for the time being, he's still a guy that we need to, kind of nurture and bring along, so I decided to bring on someone a little bit more experienced than Henderson to get the job done. Here Yessel passes it back to Shelby, who finds Allen. Again, plenty of space, and puts that one right past Yaskalainen there. So the third goal of the game, guys. We get a 2-goal lead at this point. A nice goal by Joe Allen, who gets his second goal of the game. Hasn't scored any goals as of yet. He's been playing back in a center mid role, but in this game he gets a chance there after switching to the center attacking mid role after Suso came off. And a nice goal by him, puts it right past Yaskalainen, and now we're up to a 2-goal lead at the 62nd minute mark here. Shortly after the goal, though, we decided to make a change from Morgan coming on for Yeşil. Yeşil had a good game, but we wanted to give Morgan a chance to play. He hasn't had a chance to play this season. I was a little wary of giving him the actual starting role as a striker because Yeşil had a good game against Sunderland, and we decided to give him the chance, though, as he was coming on. He had a great chance there to get a goal, but the Ascalon just gets a glove to it and is able to push it wide of the net. A good save by him. There's a change for West Ham as they bring on Jarvis, and in the 71st minute, we're able to get a chance off the corner here. Alaba gets a chance to kind of volley one, but at the same time, too, he isn't able to get a shot off because it's a little bit unbalanced, but still a good try from him nonetheless. At the 76th minute mark, though, we get a goal scored against us once again, and look who it is. It's Andy Carroll. That's exactly what he's meant to do. You know, in that position in the striking role, he's able to get those nice headers on. And, you know, the more and more this game continued, I just really felt like, you know, we have our situation as is. We need a striker. And, you know, I've always been, you know, kind of adamant as I've been talking about that I haven't been sure about bringing back Andy Carroll because of his price tag of, you know, we're calling him 2.2 million euros is quite a bit. But at this point, after this game, I felt certain that I wanted to do it. I'm still leaving it to your guys' decision, though, so after this video, you know, I'm going to start playing pretty soon after this video is up, so you guys can, you know, leave a comment saying if you guys agree with that. I'll actually probably even do, like, a bring Carroll back or leave Carroll in his loan, you know, comments, and whichever one gets more thumbs up, we'll go with that one. But I'm starting to feel like the right decision is to bring Carroll back. But here, though, is a goal for us as well. John Joe Shelby gets a nice goal here. Not too hard of a shot, but still is able to go in the corner, so Ascalon is able to get to it, and we got our 2-goal lead once again at the 86th minute mark here. And that's good enough, guys, for us to win this game. So we move on in the League Cup. A nice win there, and we want to do good in the League Cup because we are also want to have to reach the final as well of one of our League Cups. That's one of our expectations for the season. So we're gonna have to keep on keeping on, and this is a good start for us in the League Cup at least, getting a win here and a 4-2 win, which is quite a strong one as well. There you can see Joe Allen with 9.6 rating, a great rating for him on this game, but obviously the start of the game was Andy Carroll, 2 goals for him, as long as, you know, he just really dominated the chances for West Ham. The chances for us, though, were more dominant in this game, though, which is a good thing, so we got more of the opportunities, and there you can see the changes and all the goals that transpired in the game against West Ham, so I was pretty happy about this game. A lot of our young players did a great job. You know, Morgan coming on, you know, surprised, and he did a good job as well. He's still a little bit behind guys like Yeşil and, you know, other strikers that we have, but regardless, I still really liked what he had to bring to the table in this time that he got to play. And a loan deal will probably do him best, so we'll look into doing something for them for that. Here, though, you can see we got some tournament prize money, which was nice. Another thing I wanted to touch on is obviously we talked in the last video about doing an international job. These jobs are not actually officially offered at this point. I still have to work towards actually getting towards them. So we don't have them yet. They're just been, you know, these teams might be interested in signing you. So I'll look into it more, see what we can do in the next episode of it. After this, possibly we might get an offer at that point. But for the time being right now, we do not have an offer for an international job. So yes, I will look into doing one, and whichever one that we can really get first, you know, Finland or Slovenia look like good options. I'll choose Finland over Slovenia because you guys kind of voted for that one a little bit more. But, you know, whenever they do come available, that's when I'll, you know, move ahead to doing one of those. Here's an interesting article that popped up is that has Pepe Reina fitted into his Napoli side, saying that, you know, the amount of money spent on him, he's not really performing up to his task, which is a nice article to read. Not that I don't want to see him do well, because I like him as a goaltender, and it was nothing personal, our move that we did for him. But at the same time, too, it's interesting to see that, you know, FIFA's doing that, where they're kind of keeping you in touch with a guy that, you know, left the team, saying, hey, this guy left your team and is now playing amazing, and so you were doing the wrong thing, and this guy's actually a great player. Or, you know, it could be the opposite in this case, where Pepe Reina's, you know, not having their best time at Napoli, and they're saying, you know, hey, this guy that, you know, used to be on your team is now struggling in his new team as well. So it's kind of an interesting balance that they brought that to the game, and I like that because the articles in this year's game are very varied from what we had in the past. FIFA 12 had some good articles, but they were, you know, after a while they really started seeming getting repetitive. Maybe it's just because we're in the early parts of this. For me at least, I'm still really enjoying all the differences that come up. Here you can see the table. This is not the full table. We're right in the middle of that one, and we're sitting, I think, around 7 for 8 or so. So there are a couple teams above us that are not listed there. And you can see the starting lineup for this game. We put Darren Maddox in. I wanted to give him one more opportunity up at front as well, because we gave him one beforehand, and he just didn't really, you know, fit in the game. I didn't really feel like he did that great of a job, but I wanted to see what he could do in this game. Steven Gerrard is back as well for this game as well. Quite an important game. obviously the one that just got recently played at Anfield, quite an important game for the history of Anfield. And yeah, we start this one off. I really wanted to win this one, and you know, it was something that I was really trying to do. It was an extremely tough game, as you know, Manchester United, they're always a tough team to face, but their firepower now with bringing in Robin van Persie is just amplified to another level, and it's something that it's really tough to handle. And I really have to thank in this game Leno for doing a great job in net, or else it could have been just a burning of the bridges for us. We could have just been down and out early. You can see plenty of chances here, but great saves by Leno early on, keeping us in the game at this point, at the 18-minute mark here. So a couple chances already going against us, and Manchester United firing on all cylinders at this point, trying to really capitalize early on and get that early lead. Here you can see a chance for Darren Maddox, putting his speed on what you guys really wanted to see from him, because that was the reason why you guys were, you know, highly touting him, say this guy's got lots of speed. The problem, I think, with you know, the higher leagues is that, you know, a guy like that has lots of speed, he's not going to get as many chances to do great plays comparatively to maybe playing in a League 2 or League 1 or in a different league that's a little bit lower rated. When you're in a type of situation like that, you have more time and more opportunity to just kind of break away from a defender that, you know, might only have 50 pace or so. So in this case, Maddox is struggling because his touch isn't as strong, but you can see as we were talking about Maddox that Manchester United got plenty of opportunities to put one away, but Leno continued to be strong in the first half here. And the last real chance for us in the first half comes from Joe Allen, who cuts into the box and tries to get a shot off there, but a great save by Lindegaard keeps that one out and keeps the game still a 0-0 draw. Steven Gerrard off the corner here feeds one into the box as well, and that one doesn't come to much as Shaheen tries to take his shot off and just gets another shot blocked there as well. So that ends the first half. A good affair, but we are holding on at this point because Manchester United's getting most of the opportunities. We did get some shots on net, but more of our shots were lesser chances, and the shots that Manchester United, as you could see, took were very, very high quality chances that Leno kept out of the net. So starting the second half here, they switch out Fletcher for Carrick, make a quick change out of that, trying to probably liven up the midfield for them as well. Here at the 49th minute mark, though, we give away a foul really close to the box, and this was a very scary moment for us as Wayne Rooney was taking the free kick here, and I was thinking this could definitely go against us in a bad way, but luckily it hits the wall and we get a corner out of it, which is something I'll definitely take instead of seeing him score a goal against Leno at this point, which would have been definitely devastating. So here's the corner for Manchester United. We're able to clear it out quite safely, and at this point they get another opportunity at the 54th minute mark, so they keep coming and they keep trying to get more chances on net. This one is a nice one that just tried to get finesse right into the corner, but Leno read the play properly, and it turns into another corner for Manchester United at this point. They try and feed that one in, but it's able to be punched away by Leno there. And at this point, you know, I wanted to bring a little bit more offense into the game. Maddox wasn't doing the job at this point, so I decided it was time to bring on Yeschel and bring Maddox off. Barini's going to get a chance in the next game, just so you guys know that are interested in seeing Barini play and why isn't he playing. In this game, I didn't dress him for just my personal reasons that I wanted to give Maddox a shot, and I only had, you know, a specific amount of striker roles that I wanted to give in this one. But yeah, no, I'm going to give Barini his chance to make the starting role as well, because he still hasn't had that much of an opportunity to be that guy for us yet. Here you can see is one more opportunity in the 90th minute for us. We're trying to finish this one off on a winning note, but we're not able to do it. A couple of chances there, but just not able to push it past the defense of the Manchester United team. That ends in the game, though, as a 0-0 draw, and we really have to thank our goalkeeper for that one, as he gets a 10-star rating. A great game for him. He gets the Man of the Match award. Overall, it was a good game from our players as well, but our offense was not able to really penetrate into the defensive zone of the Manchester United team. But at the same time, though, we still had a good game defensively, and Bernd Leno had a great game in net as well. So we can take the positives away of this, and we also held Manchester United, who had not lost a game and not dropped a point at this point, to a draw, which means they dropped their first points of the season as well.
At the top of the table.
So after our clash with Manchester United, we decided to play one more game for this episode, and that was against Norwich City. In that game, we're going to give some guys that haven't had as much opportunity to play a chance, just to keep everybody happy, keep the roster happy, because we have quite a few players. One of those players that was upset was Jamie Carragher, so we gave him the start in this game. Along with that, too, we gave Lucas Leiva a start and Barini as well. Those two guys specifically are guys that I want to give more opportunities, especially Lucas Leiva, but it's hard to, you know, balance all the roles and also give the youngsters a chance when you have League Cup games and whatnot. The reason for Sam Yeschel getting so many starts is because in the Sunderland game, we're going into that one, and I wasn't too pleased with what our other strikers were doing. And on top of that as well, Luis Suarez being out was another major problem that we had. So our options were limited, and I thought, okay, we can give Yeshel a start here. He had a great game. We decided after that for the League Cup game to give him another start too. He also came off the bench for Maddox as well, so he got 3 consecutive starts even though 1 was off the bench. There early on in the game we get a chance from Glenn Johnson, who hits the goalpost there. A good chance for him. And another chance coming a couple minutes later from Joe Allen here, getting the nice chance, trying to feed it over to Raheem Sterling, but John Ruddy able to make the good save there and keep this game in a 0-0 draw. And we move through these highlights quite quickly to keep this episode below the 20-minute mark. There's another chance for John Joe Shelby, trying to get a shot off, but you can see the first half ends. Plenty of opportunities for us though, and we're really controlling the game even with some of our weaker players in the squad for this game. It doesn't seem to be affecting us in a bad way though, as we've had about 60% of the possession in this game and all the shots have gone in our favor. So great first half by Liverpool as they've controlled most of the possession and play. Still looking for that goal though, as we really are looking for it, trying to get the 3 points out of this game. We've dropped points to Arsenal, Manchester United, and Manchester City, and if we want to have any chance of getting into the top 4, these are the essential games that we must win. Here though we get a chance from Borini passing it over to Allen, who gets a shot off and beats John Ruddy. That's the goal of the game to get us the 1-0 lead, and a nice goal by Joel Allen, who gets his 4th goal in 3 games. A great a little stretch of play here and a great episode for him. Really filling in nicely there for Steven Gerrard as he's taken the day off in this game. So yeah, a good goal there to get us the lead. And there's the real first chance from Norwich at the 71st minute, so not that many opportunities at all for them in this game. Here we get the ball going our way once again. Joe Allen feeling quite confident, takes a shot there, but it just goes straight over the bar. Not by much though, a good chance by him. Now moving to the 88th minute here, Jordan Henderson coming down the wing, tries to make a move on the defender, but he gets caught up and the foul is called on the Norwich player there. We get an opportunity to take a free kick here with a minute left in the game. Not too much comes of this play. We try and after this, Lucas Leiva tries to take a shot, but it is blocked, and we move ahead here to the end of the game, guys. That is it. So we get the 1-0 win. We're not able to pad our goal score in this game, but still a good game nonetheless. Joe Allen getting the goal for us, and you can see an 8.6 for him is quite good, along with our team doing a good job overall. And the start of the game was the goalkeeper for Norwich City, John Ruddy, doing a great job in net for him and for his team as well. So we get the win though, guys, which is a positive thing, obviously. And I'm going to finish this video at this, so I hope you enjoyed. And what I'm going to leave you with is I'm going to leave you with the standings along with the commentator from FIFA 13 just telling you where the standings are and where people are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there will be more to come in the future of this series along with the Carlisle United series. Thanks again for watching.
With 13 points. In 5th, Chelsea with 13 points. In 6th, Manchester City with 12 points. In 7th, Liverpool with 11 points. In 8th, Sunderland with 10 points. Bottom of the table, Southampton with no points. And then reading up the table, 2nd bottom, Reading with 1 point. 3rd bottom, Norwich City with 2 points. 4th bottom, West Bromwich Albion with 3 points. 5th bottom, Stoke City with 4 points.